Hey guys, my name is RyanCentral, welcome to HitScan and welcome to the Origin Skin Bundle. In this video we're going to have a look at all of the skins, the kill animations, all of the stuff to do with the final skin bundle we'll be getting in episode 2. But first, a couple of PSAs. First and foremost, a massive shout out to Diagote, who was the content creator that got an exclusive interview with Sean and Preeti, got the skins early, and actually gave us permission to use some of his gameplay in our video. I don't want to use it all, but if you want to check out Diagote's video, I would love you guys to go over and at least give his video a like, just to show our thanks, because he absolutely didn't need to do that. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's look at the Origin bundle. First and foremost, I don't know how much it costs. I'll put it in the description as well as Diagote's video. I hope I'm saying that right. But yeah, everything else that you need to know, as we'll start with the Frenzy, as you have been seeing on the screen. I want to blast through the guns a little bit because, you know, Frenzy, Bucky are the first two guns to highlight, and they're straightforward guns with a lot of different skins. But I feel like this is a nice change of pace. And with the circles designs, it's obviously something that really starts to emphasize itself when you upgrade these skins, as you'll be seeing with the gameplay. The circles is the nice part of it. I feel like we get a real nice change of pace with the Frenzy skin, at least, in comparison to other ones. And certainly when we get onto the rifle, that is probably the most exciting thing about this set, because the rifle skin is really good. So the Frenzy, it's pretty standard. The Inspect I don't want to show off just yet because they're all so good. I want to show them together. And yeah, it's just a really nice Frenzy skin. There's not really too much to say about that one. But a key thing when it comes to all of these skins is the sound of them.
Looks like.
Okay, the animation.
And the Frenzy sounds fairly straightforward, so let's move on to the Bucky and just have a listen to it.
Okay. Oh. That sound.
It sounds really nice. It's a very unique sound, and you definitely know when you hear that Bucky that it is going to be the Origin set. Again, the Bucky just has a really nice style to it. It almost reminds me of the Celestial set, but it also has that futuristic element. I feel like it's just a nice mix of all of the nice skins we've had so far. The Celeste with almost like the matte finish on it. The colors in the center, much like you got with Mage Punk. Looking back, I know like Tethered Realm got a little bit of flack skin-wise because people were just so, not so much bored of the idea of having these in the gun images. But we've also had some really nice bundles through episode 2 overall. The plan is to do a tier list of them, by the way. But I want to make a better system than we had in the first episode, just to make sure that people don't absolutely lose their minds. Which included the devs, by the way. They had some opinions about our tier list as well. But whilst I've been talking, you've been checking out the Bucky in the background. The circles, the reload animation, the equip animation on all of these guns. It just looks super smart. But this is where it goes from a good skin set to a great one as we move on to the Vandal. I use Vandals myself in Valorant quite a lot, but I do feel that whilst you have all of these unique styles of Vandals, you know, Glitch Pop, the Forsaken Sovereign one that we got recently, Prime 2.0, Elder Flame, they all still feel the same just because they're the Vandal. It's a very sharp, more edgy look in comparison to a more streamlined Phantom. And one of the big things that the devs spoke about early on is they don't want Phantoms to look like Vandals with skins and so on and so forth. But I do think this Vandal looks like a Phantom. Not in the sense that you look at it and go, that's not a Vandal. It's just more, it looks much more streamlined, it looks more compact and tight. It doesn't look as edgy with the help of the circles, I think, overall. And because of that, I think this is one of the nicest Vandal skins that we've ever had at this point. I love the circle design, I love the colors, the overall design of it, the reload, the equip. This is like a insta-buy for me, this Vandal alone, because it's so much different to what we've had in the past.
Okay.
And if you're not really a Vandal user and you prefer some other weapons, you also get an Operator, which again, I think is one of the best Operator skins we've had in the past. It has the niceness of, it has that sort of tight, compact feel, not only of like Spline, that I know like people like Wardell use with the Operator, but also the AWP from Counter-Strike. The sniper rifle in that game feels a lot thinner and a lot more like a real scary weapon because it's not big, it's not really cumbersome in your hands. it just feels like really tight. And I think that this design's the same. It doesn't feel like a massive over-the-top weapon. It's just a really neat design, and yeah, it's one of my favorites. Looking at the skins in a vacuum though, I do feel that some people will be like, what ties it all together? And this is where I actually want to talk a little bit about the kill animation to just show you guys what it is. So I'll stop talking and you can have a look.
Yeah, the same.
Ooh, can you get them both? Oh, no.
No.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
It was always going to be hard for Riot to impress me after the Forsaken kill animation, which I think is the best that we've ever had. I loved the effect from that, but it's still a solid one. It's definitely in line with the skin set, the circles, the beams, the very UFO-esque style, I suppose it would be, crop circles and all that. So it fits in nicely. It's really unique. But of course, with a big bundle like this, there's going to be a melee weapon, which again is this. I like it. I think it's clever. I feel that at the moment we're running into using the same weapons at the moment. We're doing cool stuff like dual wielding melee weapons, which is awesome. But this is a really neat idea that I think a lot of people went, oh, have we not had anything like that before? No, okay, yeah, this is cool. There's no variants of this, but there are variants of all of the skins. However, if you want to check out the variants, go see Diegote's video. I want you guys to check that out after this, but not before I show you the inspecs of not only the melee weapon, but all of the guns. And we'll start with the Frenzy, going from the first stuff that we looked at to the melee. These are amazing. As somebody that absolutely adores the Celestial melee weapon, the fan, where you could just use it non-stop, not only is it like that for the melee weapon, but it's like that for all of the guns. You hover it in the center of your screen, it spins round because again with the circles, and it does this for every single gun, including the Operator and the Vandal. And it's just a cool look. All of these are exceptionally fun to play with. It's just something that you can have on your screen when you're not doing anything. And for those that like to spam weapon equips and stuff, it's just the perfect thing to have right now. But the absolute cream of the crop is the melee animation, which turns into this.
And then, of course, our inspect.
Wow. Wow. That's my favorite inspect.
When I saw this, I'm like, I need to buy this full bundle. For me personally, I'm somebody that just cherry picks the guns and the melee weapons that I like, but honestly, everything about this is just super solid. The Vandal is so clean. As a guy that's terrible at operatoring, if you can call it that, opping, this is a great gun I want to have more than any. And the melee, I don't really like the blade as much as the fan that we saw from Celestial, but the inspect animation and all that is just so much cooler. All of these are upgradable. You've been seeing them being upgraded in the past. And like I said, if you want to see the variants, the different colors, check out Diegote's video. Maybe tomorrow we'll highlight them at the end, just to give him a bit more time to get the views on his video, because I want you guys to definitely check out what he was doing content-wise, but also what Sean and Preeti said in that interview. Fingers crossed we could sit down with them at some point, maybe with episode 3. Getting the battle pass would be really cool. Fingers crossed to check out that with them. But that is the final skin set that's coming out in episode 2, at least from the bundle. The next one we'll be getting is episode 3, which starts in 2 weeks. It will have a new agent. There's obviously going to be some pretty big patch changes, maybe tomorrow, but definitely in 2 weeks' time. So be sure to like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing that content on this YouTube channel. It means a lot. And again, big love to Diegote. It's really nice to see somebody be like, you can use my stuff, go ahead. Like, that's a super kind thing for him to do. And I'm glad that we got to do that, because this is one of my favorite skin bundles we've seen in episode 2. Let me know what you think. I think WestJet says cop or drop. What do you guys think? I think the best way to ask it is, would you buy the bundle? Would you buy just one gun? Would you buy it if it was in the night market? Or are you just not interested in it at all? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, take care. We'll see you next time.